This is Sorcery Blitz round that we played at FAB Foundry, just for fun. And up top is my friend Griff playing Avatar of Air, and then I'm at the bottom playing Avatar of Earth. Blitz is a format that we've been kicking around. Other people in the community, I think, have attempted it before, but it is essentially like you play sorcery pretty fast. You play timed turns. We're doing 5 minutes per player on the chess clock. We have a chess clock this time to test it. And Griff had a suggestion for the format. So we do like Blitz rounds, best of 3. And at the end of each game, you banish every card that you used in the previous round. So it's a little weird, but again, this is just a fun format, so we're trying it out. Turn 1, windmill, pass turn. And one of the things that we're still working on is just getting more comfortable using the chess clock and kind of mechanically optimizing those first few turns, just so we don't bleed as much time. Bleed so much time making the plays, since we're going to need that time, I think, like later when we start getting the turn 4 to turn 6. Probably have to make some more crucial decisions and need all the seconds we can get there. So turn 2, turn 3, you see me struggling to pick up the root spider, and just walking it over under Danijel manner. Tapping for Rift Valley, can't make use of its ability, that's fine. Playing out a toolbox to have that kind of ready to use by turn 4 on here. The hypermobility, Avatar of Air, attacking in with the bats for 2 points of damage. Gets around that root spider in the center of the field. I think I drew a site for turn. I'm tapping a site, tapping to play another windmill, 4 mana, Delcine Phalanx, and I think I'm moving the root spider, just moving it under the Avatar of Air to either to force it to move if it wants to use its fly ability, and passing turn. Or I mean, like, specifically, I guess, like if he wanted to try to use its ability to fly a minion, or I'm not explaining this correctly. Bats attacking the site. He didn't want. He was going to maybe attack the Avatar and gain. I guess he didn't need to gain the life, but he was going to maybe attack the Avatar, and he decided not to, just because the Avatar of Earth now has powered up. I think it's 4 power currently where it sits, and he didn't want to kill the bats for no reason. I'm taking a step forward with Avatar of Earth, using my toolbox to get rid of Griff's toolbox. Just take those off the board. I don't want him playing anything sneaky out of his collection. Attacking for 5 with the Phalanx, passing turn. I have played this deck before with Griff. I think you saw his Avatar of Air deck, and you've seen his Avatar of Air decks in previous videos, and in like the test Blitz game that I posted a week or so ago. And he has I think he has displaces in his deck. He's attacking with the bats for 2 points of damage onto the site, grapple shotting into the Avatar of Earth to gain to heal 2 points, and then passing turn. It's not the greatest use of a grapple shot, and then I think maybe just he's feeling under pressure to make some quick decisions here to preserve his time, and he wanted to stem the damage coming in, because we're looking at like 5 points in with the Phalanx per turn until he can deal with that thing. Dapper Vampire on the board, which is a huge threat to him. Again, like hammering him in with 5 points. and then passing turn back. So the Phalanx definitely puts a timer on him, and the Vampire puts a lot of pressure onto him, just because it's probably going to go off here. Oh, he moved the bats. He moved the bats because he didn't want me to get a strike with the Vampire. And he's got a Pudge on the board here, Pudge threatening the Phalanx, which puts me in a tough position. I think I drew into an Exorcist. I'd love to be able to play it. I just I don't have a sight in my hand to get it into position. So instead, for 5 mana, I'm going to play an Earthquake. Earthquake to remove his minions, reposition, and then attacking for I think 9 points of damage. So like five from the Phalanx, and eight points. Excuse me, like five from the Phalanx, and then three from the Avatar of Air or Earth. Attacking in with the Vampire. Vampire being pushed from Wuthering Heights. Griff plays his own Wuthering Heights. He is kind of behind the ball here on this game, though. He needs something to stabilize, and I think he's running into problems just dealing with the threats that are on the board here. Vampire flies in. Spider moves under to disable Galahad, attacking with the Phalanx for 5 points of damage. Takes him to door. Tapping Avatar of Earth for a sight, and passing turn. Or 5. Playing 5 for a Pudge, and that's a not illegal play on the Pudge, just because I forgot that. I think we both forgot that I rearranged the sights when I did the Earthquake. And even if I hadn't rearranged it, it would still be his sight. So that was just an error on my part. He's gonna fly the Dapperel over to currently disable it. He's gonna move Avatar of Air up. He's debating whether or not to fly Galahad away, but that's just all his choices are pretty bad in here. Yeah, I mean, just at least fly it away just so it's no longer disabled. He's into a corner, so he's got a Whirling Blades on his own avatar just to get the 2 steps to get away. And then I draw into a solution here, just Earthquake him up and then attack for the final point. So there's a pretty quick game. I think that Pudge was the only incorrect play that I saw in that game, or just like a straight up illegal play that I saw in that game. I don't think it would have. I don't think it affected the last turn there too much. He was kind of stuck in a corner there. If he had something with higher power on the board, he could have taken advantage of the Whirling Blades. He needed at least 4 power, I think. Just 4 power Whirling Blades to at least take care of the Vampire, move something, try to make something happen. But when you're at door, you need the defenders. Or you need to be able to reposition your own avatar just to get out of the way. So here's what we're doing. What I said we were doing in the format before. It's best of 3. We're going to play our next game here. And we're banishing everything that was played on that previous game. And then resetting the clock with 5 minutes each. And I think we rolled again to choose who goes first. We talked about it a little bit more with kind of some of our other friends who were at the event just hanging out, having fun, and one of the other locals, Ben, suggested that it makes more sense if you're doing a best of 3 format to just have the second player choose, or the player who lost the previous round choose. So going forward, I think that may have been what we did. It makes the most sense. We're still kind of just feeling out kind of what feels best when we play when we play it. Again, we're not really considering this a very competitive format. It's mostly just for fun. I think the format can run into some problems. If people try to build too competitively towards it. One of my concerns was that someone tries to make a control deck that doesn't have a win condition, and the win condition essentially then becomes, can I stall the game out, and can I just pass my turn as fast as I can and create a board state where you can't, attack me or do anything meaningful, and just force you to waste your time until you clock yourself and lose. I think the format is at its best when it is more kind of minion focused. When you're running aggro mid range, or if you're running control, you're able to at least make it like a mid range control deck. So that is my only real concern about the format. I don't really want to. If you try to make it a competitive thing, people try to kind of create decks that have weird win conditions like that, and I think it just becomes less fun. I think the focus should be more minion based gameplay and forcing fast decisions based on that. Griff getting a Sturmgeist out. Sturmgeist is it's a really good card that has come out in Gothic. It's a great piece. It has a lot of utility. It often gets overlooked and forgotten about, and people forget to activate that trigger whenever it casts magic. So here's an example that we had to deal with here. I'm declaring a grapple. I'm playing a grapple shot. Sturmgeist has to move, and then it can strike. If it's adjacent to the spellcaster. Based on where it's positioned, it does get to choose, I think, where it gets to go if the steps are equal. If both steps let it arrive at a site that is the closest to the avatar. And so in this case, he chose to just get it, not put it in the path of the grapple shot. The grapple shot went to the Stygian archer. I killed the Stygian archer, and then I swing in with my Avatar of Earth. And Griffiths just has a real unfortunate spread of sites here. He's got 4 Earth sites on his side of the board. So Avatar of Earth over there on his home side is swinging for 5. The Phalanx also, swinging for 5. He's just got a bunch of trucks coming at him right now. Sturmgeist attacking in for 3 points of damage. But realistically, he's got his own Phalanx out there. Best case scenario, he loses the Phalanx when I attack in with the Avatar of Earth, and buys himself another turn. And then worst case scenario, if I can remove that Phalanx, he's going to go to door. And he is going to go to door because I'm going to cast a Smite to remove the Phalanx. Attacking with both of those pieces to door. The Sturmgeist does activate. I think we catch that in just a second here. And it does strike the Avatar of Earth. Yeah, no, he's readying it. I think we do end up catching it on his turn here and resolve that. But it does have to take a step because I cast the magic. And then it strikes for 3. This is what I'm talking about with the Sturmgeist. Even in constructed games, it's easy to forget that trigger. And part of it is just because the set is new. It's been 30-40 days since the set's been released. People are still kind of just getting used to seeing those pieces. in constructed decks and just on the board in general. Yeah, here's where we resolve that. Resolve that step and strike from the Stormgeist. Again, he's at a back. He's kind of in a corner here. He's flying himself with the ability on the Avatar. He's then taking a step and then playing a Dapper Vampire. So he has a blocker. But I'm just going to take a step forward and Holy Nova as my kill spell. So there's a good game and kind of where we're at experimenting with the formats. I mean, part of it is just, I think we talked a little bit about it before, after this game and after kind of these practice games that we played with the format, and part of it is just getting comfortable using a timer, knowing when you can just kind of like take your turn on autopilot, like play your site, play your thing out past turn to conserve seconds, and when you have when you know you have more time on the clock and you can take that time to think more about key moments. So one of the things Griff was saying about this last game, the second game that we played, is when I played the grapple shot, he had the option on where to place the Sturmgeist, and he was saying like maybe it probably would have just been better to put it in the path of the Avatar of Earth. It would have bought him a little bit more time. I could have still attacked in with the Avatar of Earth onto his site on the next turn, but at least we would have still had the Stygian archers in place to be a potential defender, or to maybe do a range strike to at least do some more damage. At least having that piece on the board just would have given him more options. So again, it's a fun format. We're liking it so far. I think that it's going to take a little more playing with just to see what feels best here. But yeah, that's where we're at with Sorcery Blitz. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.